Welcome to another piano lesson on how to play country piano for beginners. Today we're going to be playing the chord F. You're going to be using both hands and you're going to be laying down that F chord with an alternating bass. Learning to chord on the piano is really important because it's the foundation for everything else you're going to do in the future. Chording on the piano is just like playing chords on an acoustic guitar. So head on over to your piano. We're going to get started right now. I want you to take your left hand and you're going to play an F with your thumb, and you're going to play the C as the alternating note with F. And while you're playing this note with your thumb, you can play this note with whatever finger feels most comfortable. If you have really large hands, it could be your pointer finger. Even if you have medium-sized hands like I do, I'm going to use that. If you have small hands, you could use your pinky. I always say that the piano, you're going to, when you start playing, you're going to get to where you lay your hands out there and that your fingers are gonna fall where you need them to fall. So just start with this. At least get your fingers on there. Today we're going to use this chord right here. It's an F major. Now you may think, that's not like any F major I've ever seen. Well, it's probably because this note right here is missing. And guys, today we're going to leave it out. We're going to leave it out because I want you to just have an open sound. These are all of this. Nah, not that one. All of this is just, an open sound. It's the 1 and the 5. Let's do a very, very quick review on intervals. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an F major scale. Part of it, it's the beginning of an F major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can hear it just walks up. Okay? That's where you get this interval. An interval is just the space between here and here. It's the space between any two notes. Okay? Could be here and here. Or here and here. Those are called twos. So let's get going. I'm going to demonstrate this and then we're going to play it together. Watch. Bass, chord, bass, chord. And I should hold this down so you can see it, and I will. Bass, chord, bass, chord. So you don't want to hold these down at the same time when you're going to play your C, let your F go. That's at full tempo right there, okay? And if you're a beginner, it's too fast for you. We know that. All right, so let's do it together. Go ahead, get your hands on the keys if you haven't already. And guys, in my lessons, when you're doing one of my videos, get to the piano, get your hands on the keys and start playing. If I'm speaking and you're playing, it's okay. I'm gonna probably not know that, don't worry about it. Just play. I want you to just play. And if you got it, just play. Just keep playing. And if I say, okay, well, we're going to do something new now, then you can switch. Ready? I'm going to count. I'm going to count you in, and we're going to play it together. Ready? Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord. Ready? And stop there. And that's it. That's all you're doing. You're alternating your bass with a 1 and a 5. And remember, guys, those numbers, if you keep hearing numbers and you're like, what's with all the numbers? It's just a way that in any key, like if we were in F sharp, we know we know what these notes are, okay? There's 1 and 5 in F sharp, all right? So it's just a way for us to know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 where we are, and you can do it in every key. It's just like a language that's spoken in every key. It's just the major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wherever you stop, you call them an interval. Okay. Now, if you got this down, and I know the lesson's only like we're about 5 minutes into it, but when you get this down, I don't mean right now, but I'm going to show you this right now. Play your bass and just break this up, okay? In the fancy technical term is arpeggiate, okay? Arpeggiate means you break it up. I think it's Latin. But anyway, and guys, when you break these chords up, I was just thinking about this. And a lot of things we do as piano players, we just do them and we don't ever really think about them until we have to teach them. But you're starting with your lowest note and you move to the highest note and then back. So listen. I'm going to slow down. I think, this is my opinion, the worst mistake that a piano teacher can make is to one, go too fast, and secondly, to think you already know what I'm going to tell you. Because I already know it, I'm going to assume that you know it. And because I can play this fast, that you can do it. And guys, my most important priority as your piano teacher is going to be to go slow and break everything down. I never want to go too fast for you. I'll demonstrate kind of the actual tempo that you might hear on a record or that you might be playing when you're out there with the band, but I'll try to slow it down. Let's do it again. Let's do this part together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's your F in the bass. Break your chord up. Watch the counting on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop. Now, I've been saying this and by the way, I have created videos for the keys of E, A, D, G, C, and today we're in F. So, guys, I'm just not throwing some random videos out there. I'm creating a whole program. I'm creating a whole course on country piano playing. And I'm calling this the first level, is that you can play these chords. Okay? Here's what I want you to do. If you have a sustain pedal, and if you have a real piano, you will have a sustain pedal. If you have a keyboard, I hope you have a pedal. If you don't, I'm going to do a lesson on the kind of equipment that you should start thinking about getting if you don't have it. But go ahead and put your pedal down and listen. You won't really be able to, the notes are you'll see, they're gonna kind of blur. I guess I'll call it that. They're gonna blur on the top, but listen just to the flow of this, how this sounds. Okay, so guys, do that. Use your pedal. Go ahead and just put your pedal down. And guys, anytime that you have your pedal down, things that sound pretty, and it's kind of running together, right? Now, if you were going to switch and move. You can keep your pedal down as long as long as you don't get a note in there that isn't friendly, right, to your other notes. That's the end. That's the end of our lesson. Okay, that is how you chord on an F. The next chord that we're going to work on is B flat. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this lesson today. I really hope that it was at your level. And guys, if it's too hard, you just need to reach out and grab it and make it your own. This is the starting place. Guys, get this down. Get your left hand moving and get your right hand moving. The left hand moves first and the right hand follows it. So guys, get your hands moving and start moving these chords. In future lessons, I'm going to show you chords that have more notes in them. I'm going to show you major chords, and I'm going to show you inversions of those chords. That just means we're moving them up and we're moving them down. I'm going to show you how to make a seventh chord, which means we just take one note and stick it onto a chord that you already know. But guys, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, and I'll see you back real soon. Bye-bye.